Welcome aboard. Today, we will be going through the concept of point of view. Firstly, we should know what point of view is. Point of view is the writer's way of deciding who is telling the story to whom. We might have come across this while reading stories, novels, and other things that we enjoy reading, even in comic strips. Establishing a clear point of view is important because it dictates how your reader interprets characters, events, and other important details. Now let's know that there are three kinds of point of view: first person, second person, and third person. In this video particularly, we will be looking through the first person point of view. So, first person point of view. It's there in the name itself, first person. So we have learned about first person pronouns earlier in our school days. So we might know that it might be the words such as I, me, my, we, us, or our that indicates that it's a first person writing. Similarly, when a story or a comic or a novel is written in this kind of pronouns, we will have to know that it is a first person point of view. So in first person point of view, the reader accesses the story through one person, and it's like reading the main character's diary. You will notice pronouns like I, me, my, we, us, or our in first person writing. This limits the scope of what a reader can know about other characters, but it is the truest to how we live our lives. So, let's look at a few examples. Robert Louis Stevenson, born November 13, 1850, Edinburgh, Scotland, died December 3, 1894. He was a Scottish essayist, poet, and author of fiction and travel books. He is best known for his novels Treasure Island, Kidnapped, etc. I remember him as if it were yesterday, as he came plodding to the inn door, his sea chest following behind him in a hand barrow, a tall, strong, heavy, nut-brown man, his starry pigtail falling over the shoulders of his soiled blue coat, his hands ragged and scarred with black, broken nails, and the sabre cut across one cheek, a dirty, livid white. I remember him looking round the cove and whistling to himself as he did so, and then breaking out in that old sea song that he sang so often afterwards. In this passage from R.L. Stevenson's Treasure Island, we can see a first person point of view. This voice is of the protagonist, Jim Hawkins, who narrates the story. Arthur Conan Doyle, born May 22, 1859, Edinburgh, Scotland, died July 7, 1930, England. Scottish writer, best known for his creation of the detective Sherlock Holmes, one of the most vivid and enduring characters in English fiction. Let's have a look at it. At 3 o'clock precisely, I was at Baker Street, but Holmes had not yet returned. The landlady informed me that he had left the house shortly after 8 o'clock in the morning. I sat down beside the fire, however, with the intention of awaiting him, however long he might be. I was already deeply interested in his inquiry, for though it was surrounded by none of the grim and strange features which were associated with the two crimes which I have already recorded, still the nature of the case and the exalted station of his client gave it a character of its own. Indeed, apart from the nature of the investigation which my friend had on hand, there was something in his masterly grasp of his situation and his keen, incisive reasoning which made it a pleasure to me to study his system of work, and to follow the quick, subtle methods by which he disentangled the most inextricable mysteries. So accustomed was I to his invariable success that the very possibility of his failing had ceased to enter into my head. The passage that we just saw is from The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. The narrator is Dr. Watson, who plays the sidekick to the detective Holmes. Just like we previously saw in Treasure Island, here the narrator uses a first-person point of view. From all the examples that we cited above, I hope that you might have understood how to identify first-person point of view. If you see I, me, my, we, us, our, know it that it is a first person point of view. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, thank you and have a nice day. Happy learning.